Well met, lords and ladies. Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of. So, about a week ago. Sorry, my brother used to be obsessed with that song. Actually, a week ago, Gacha Story was released, and I did a video called Day One of Gacha Story to see what people have been producing on the first day, because I thought, the excitement would be enough that, maybe a couple of people would have, released something or other. Most of the time, it ended up being like, playthroughs or game reviews of some kind, and not actually people making too many visual novels themselves. So, so so what's happened in the week since then? Not much, not much. Basically, that's it. Kind of looks very much similar. I mean, I've kind of part 3 videos last time, 3 videos this time, and as I predicted, the search terms for Gacha Story. Maybe because people aren't producing the videos, maybe because it just hasn't adjusted yet, do not favor them. Most of the time, I ended up getting results when I looked up Gacha Story or Gacha Story mini movie or anything of that nature. I got recommended the Rabbit's Hole, Royale Fairy Academy, and Camp Creek. I've already seen all of those. Maybe not all the way through in the case of RFA, but that's matter for another day. That rhymed. Yeah. So I looked up Gacha Story visual novel as well. Similar issue, but I did find at least a couple of results, and one actually of substance. So once again, I've scraped the bottom of the barrel. There is in fact one trailer here. So what do we do when Jacob runs out of content? Well, that's when that's when I have to dig deep, basically. What do we do when we run out of vids? We watch some trailers, oh heavens forbid. Yep, so that's exactly what's happening. So, but that's not the first video for today. First video for today, make more secretly. Honestly, yes, that would be... I would be grateful for that. But yes, either way, yeah, definitely a good idea. Honestly, if someone shadow drops a series, I'll be extremely happy about that. But for now, that has not occurred as of yet, at least not to my knowledge. So we're going to move on to the first video. Oh wait, this is not the first video. Again, I keep putting them up in order. So here we go. This one actually is a little bit of just showing off, because I mean, I don't want to just ignore all people who've done, tutorials on the game and such. It's just I don't want to watch the same, that guides, in and out. This one is essentially, like an actual immersion inside of the of Gacha Story itself by Floatalendi. And no, I do not have guests for tonight. Go with the tail sides. For example, that'd be a good one for visual novels. But anyway, I'm sure Wyndham's got other plans for that. I was not about to go personally busy with lullaby pops. Fair enough. Because, I mean, there are so many things that I want to do in Gacha Story that I have not had time to get to as of yet. Trust me, I have plans. More than I have disclosed to any human soul at the moment. And some of them, actually, are kind of relate to this demonstration here. And since I'm not able to provide that as of yet, here is Flo doing the same thing. So without further ado, on with the review. Oh, hold on, Kirby wants to be let in. Just let me do that first. Then we'll start. Actually, wait. While we're talking about this video has audio. I'll just let it play.
All right, we should be. Oh hell no! What is this look? My fluffy tail, my wings. This does not look like me.
I mean, okay, so the performance isn't exactly exceptional here, but you can see, like, one of the main problems that that has occurred. Actually, I said go with the tell me good for Gacha Story. I completely forgot that, yeah, tails are, like, one of the things that, as of yet, are not in the game. I did see somebody. I've been watching game reviews, like, on my own, like not on camera, and one person actually, did. Well, they were going to highlight the game customization limitations behind that, which is like the main issue with the game right now. But then they kind of went on a tangent about AI for 10 minutes, and then that's kind of what the tutorial was. So yeah, girl without tail, yes. Girl post amputation. Yeah, maybe not. Okie dokie. KW.
Hello, I am here and alive. Woo!
Indeed, you are.
Oh God.
Have you been looking into? Have you been looking into the world of Gacha Story?
I mean, I did look at it at one point, but kind of forgotten to. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Also, yeah, Tokoyami says here, I think the AI backgrounds got removed. My understanding from that tutorial is that Charlotte promised to remove them during the next update. I personally haven't received any updates. I think I've physically updated the app, so maybe that's why. Maybe I have to go into Play Store and actually update it to get rid of those. Maybe that's the case. But yeah. Here's a Gacha Kitty more. She was de-gacha'd. I don't know. I'm just checking. It's. I mean, you can see here. It's entirely different to what we're used to. So that might be more or less suitable. I don't actually know. Who knows?
I mean, I am technically planning to do some kind of MV in the future to do with Katie Black and whatnot. I just don't know how to do it just quite yet. Just because like I don't want to make it weird, but at the same time it's like I have not exactly great options right now. So like maybe it may make it weird because like I may have like backgrounds or whatever from like this one games and whatnot, and it's gonna be like awkward looking, but I will do my best.
Yeah, like I have pondered in the back of my mind, what a Gacha Story music video would look like. To my knowledge, that doesn't exist as of yet. But yeah, like I'm working out the mechanics in my mind. That probably would in order to make it like sort of interesting, that would probably require green screening, which is possible. But again, I don't think anyone's actually done that yet because we're all enjoying the imported backgrounds that we finally have. So it has, as of right now, has not been necessary. Imagine Dragons cover. Oh yeah, you're talking about yesterday's stream. If I don't miss yesterday's stream, there was a particular instrumental that kind of was very similar to Demons, which was the intro in the first place that that Starichi had. Yeah, so I did kind of I did kind of like a slowed down version of Demons by Imagine Dragons, and it worked to a surprising degree. But anyway. Float ended got defloated ended. Yeah, pretty much. But we'll see. How does she plan to address that? Let's find out.
This pride import. Surely it's not that bad.
Okay, you said sure it's not that bad. This actually isn't that bad. This is one thing I haven't actually had a chance to look into yet. I'm going in a sequence, but this is one of the things I'm most excited to try out is the sprite imports.
Ah, okay.
That's my old sprite. Anything recent?
I don't know why we're going into a TikTok voice girl audio now. Okay. I guess because it is my old sprite, so therefore it does not sound like me anymore. I don't know. Maybe.
I did not mean this. I'm technically not supposed to exist yet.
Interesting. Someone else's plans. All right, then.
Viable work in progress?
I mean, I'm surprised the background isn't also 8-bit, because, again, we're talking about, imported ideas. But, yeah. Okay, no way, a new model in production by Fizzy Blue Bottle, I think that says. It's very blurry on my screen.
Well, I guess it can't be helped.
Well, hey, at least it got the bob up and down. That was... that's something I didn't actually know. But yes, imported sprites, because here's the thing. With Gacha Story, one thing that's yeah. One thing about this is that it has like different emotion options. So in the visual novel itself, you can switch rapidly between them. The emotions are
Oh.
essentially the emotions are essentially like new image imports, but the way that it works is that if you add a new one for like their character designers, it will just copy paste until you make the changes. So that's how you can alternate between them. However, with the I haven't tried this with the imported sprites, but it seems like it operates on the same principle, except for you probably have to import all of those manually. So, say for example, if someone were to edit existing gacha sprites or VTuber models or anything into like multiple images, make sure that they're all synced up together, and then import them as these 6 different emotions that are physically possible, you could, in theory, get more variety and overcome a lot of the limitations that people are complaining about with the story thus far, myself included. Just a suggestion out there. Like I said, I have plans. The taste of childhood is dollar store frozen garlic bread. Wise words, I suppose.
I guess so.
You probably will, yeah. We only have 6 emotions. That is true, although again, you can. I don't remember how many characters you can import overall, but you could, in theory, line up several different versions of the characters with different emotions. You could even do like one emotion in multiple different poses if you wanted to change that. Because that's one thing, by the way, when you change the outfits in Gacha Story, it changes the pose, and you can't fix that. So say, for example, you wanted actually to have like other different emotions, but you want different poses, you could use the emotion imports, which are ultimately just button switching between images, to actually alternate between those and make the movement a bit more dynamic than people are doing as of right now. Again, throwing that suggestion out there. We got a story like visual novels. They're cool and might work for some of my stories. Yeah, definitely. Which is all we need, I guess. Well, you see. Honestly, with any gacha games, you know that if you know how to work around the limitations, it opens up your options a lot more significantly. Like they all have their shortcomings, but yeah.
Oh, this is something new that came out, or because I'm looking this up real quick just to refresh my memories on.
Did you not know what we were talking until? Did you not know what we were talking about until right now?
I'll be honest. Yes, kind of. I was like, wait, it's like I was trying to remember like where did I heard Gacha Story before, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't think I actually heard like.
Hey, I might use this for a music video. Also, what the heck is it? So yeah, in case anyone's missed out on the last week of Gacha discussion, Gacha Story is the new visual novel creator game released by Luname Studios, created by Charlotte from Luname Studios, and it is able to make all of this. This is not like done in post or anything. This is from the game itself. Well, the audio's done in post, the voice acting's done in post because you can't do that yet.
Look, there's so many like gacha stuff I haven't charged or anything that I hear you guys talked about, whatever. So I thought it was just one of those things where Gacha Story is like one of those like old things that haven't like updated or something like that. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was something new.
So Emily pointed out that there was a visual novel creator game made by Luname Studios, way back in the day called Gacha Memories that this is very similar to. Apparently, that also got into some controversy back in the day, and that's why it was taken off the app stores. So, so they have done this idea before, but this is brand new. This is, we are on week 1 of Gacha Story, thus the title of the stream.
Gotcha.
Indeed, it is Gacha. 3D models as imported PNGs.
I mean, your joke.
That's also an option. See, that didn't take a week to process. That's good.
Look, man, I just sleep till like 1 a.m. because I was like coughing so much, so I had to like take medicine, but I had to say wait to make sure I take the medicine safely because I don't want to choke while I sleep, So I'm probably processing a lot of things very, very slow.
I see. All right then. Made a Vine video of Gacha Memories last time. I didn't mention it last time. Oh, okay. Maybe we'll check that out someday. Until Gacha Story was made, I thought Sharp was just a preset in the game. I knew that Sharp... Well, I mean, I think all the presets are based on real people, either friends of Luname or, members of the studio, or, obviously both sometimes. Charlotte, I believe, is Looney's sister. So that's what I've heard, and also it is responsible for Gacha Tube, I think, as well, or at least or at least what was one of the main like spokespeople when Gacha Tube started. So yeah, I do remember that one tutorial was about to mention Gacha Tube as well, but I kind of skipped through that one, so I don't know if that's in relation. I'm guessing that they're going to want to try and use that channel to incentivize people to check out the new app. So who knows? Who knows there? I think sadly. Oh my goodness. All right, let's continue. Let's move on to the next episode. That one is not really much to like review in there because it is just showing off the game. So that's like it says here, it can't be helped. This one, on the other hand, is it's a trailer. Because I only found one other video after this, and I'm saving it for last. So this is a trailer for, I guess, an upcoming visual novel story.
Okay.
So we're gonna check it out now and see what's going on. Okay. This one was called "Dearest, Choose Me, Not Him." So possibly the world we're from the world's most polite yandere. So let's find out. High school, where kids like us study to become successful. As soon as I saw something, I knew what I had to do.
Yeah.
And die of heartbroken. Of heartbroken what? You mean die of a broken heart? Heartbroken is an adjective. You can't just... Anyway. Do you want to be this character?
You're late again, Hannah! Your super boyfriend keeps asking where the heck are you?
Your super boyfriend keep asking. The boyfriend is an entity. Heartbroken is a serious condition. Be respectful. The state of being heartbroken is a serious condition. Trust me, I'm aware. But yeah. I hate when I die of heartbroken. We're bringing back Hanahaki now. Anyway. Oh, I guess we're in a different...
Sorry,
we're in a different scene now.
I just remember this song called Heartbeat by this, I forgot what the K-pop group is called, but like the chorus goes, my heart is beating for you, listen to my heart, it's beating for you, and it's something in Korean, and I can speak it. Because I don't know the language.
That does sound familiar, although the song that I think of when I think of the word heartbeat is one of those like unfortunate ones that is stuck in my head. I'm pretty sure that there's an Austin and Ally song that's like, listen to my heart beat, 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 something like that. That's what I think of all the time. It's like, get out of my brain. Anyway. Sorry for being late. The beret really helps with this image, I just realized. It's okay, you're here now. Yes, I'm making the person who dated the French person Blaine from Most Popular Girls in School. I think it's accurate. That's what matters. Your friends were keeping me company. Okay, what is with plurals in this story? Seems to be like an issue with singular and plural forms of words with this creator. But now you're here, let's go. Thanks, Shiva.
It's nothing. That's what friends are for. You give me.
That's what friends for.
You give me space to come to me anytime.
All right. That I realized too late what he was trying to do. Oh, okay, that's the trailer. All right. Well, I suppose, yeah, we seem like a bit of a polite yandere to begin with. So, yeah, I guess that's a thing that will happen at some point. The grammar does not give me a lot of confidence in this product.
Nope.
But we'll definitely check it out. This is more of a story we've seen at. I'm not sure what that means. That's like a tree pop sentence. Her name isn't Hannah, it's Hannah Help. No, it's Hannah Haki for the vomiting flowers disease. If anyone doesn't know, Hannah Hanahaki apparently is a fan fiction trope where somebody vomits up flower petals when they experience unrequited love, and it's usually a fatal condition. If anyone remembers when we reviewed Judgment a few years ago, that was the disease that was spreading across the world that was apparently killing off everyone. So, All right.
Although I'm back to her bond. I don't know. Bob, are you okay? What's wrong, Bob?
No, me apparently. Look at this sentence. This is more of a story we've seen at all.
Again.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why I addressed that, and clearly the comparison to Treat Pop was not a flattering one.
Oh God.
All right. Okay. So, Treat Pop broke my brain. Yeah, no surprise there.
Wait, what? Ghost King, give me the tea in the DMs now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I'm gonna give us the tea, but yeah, I'm just not surprised by it. Okay, but this one is an actual full 7-minute visual novel.
Oh,
so
finally!
Yeah, this one is a proper one. So somebody has actually doing this. Yeah, this one is called El Regalo de Kuro. So Kuro's Present by Yukina-chan 16 or Yukina-chan 16. So I will be translating everything as we go, and we'll see what this one is actually like. So,
wow.
Okay.
That's
all right. Well,
scary.
That, by the way, is one of the sound effects you can actually use in the game. That I haven't seen anyone else do as of right now, but that is an option. Again, there's a lot of stuff that you still have to do in post-production that, I mean, obviously the sound effects are, like realistic, you can't import them yet, but, I'm guessing that in the future, if they do decide to update this game, it's Luname, so they might never update it again, unless there's controversy. But a future feature they probably should have is, the ability to import audio as well as, the way we do for images at the moment. So, yeah. He has to watch something in Spanish. I looked for whatever I could find, okay? This is what I could find. Anyways, please. Come out with me to buy a present for Kuro. I don't know, Shiro. Kuro said that he's not interested in presents. That's usually a test.
God.
Besides, you don't even know what he likes. That's probably why he needs you, but okay. Yeah, exactly. But you do, right?
Of course, the hot, sexy man's name is Shiro, and his hair is white, like in Voltron Legendary Defenders. Of course.
Okay, I was about to say, yeah, I've seen the name Shiro multiple times, but I have not seen Voltron, so I was I would not have got that. Also, I'm guessing Yukina here is the creator's self-insert. We had a Yukine last time. Now we have Yukina. Interesting. There you go. Voltron mentioned. Okay, someone else understands that. Whoa, what happened to this room? Where's the closet the secret stalker man always hides in on the right? That is a very good point. Normally we don't have a TV screen in the corner. That is very different. You're right.
Interesting. And also, Prism, just one quick question. Who is your favorite Voltron character?
Maybe it's Shiro, you never know. Shiro looks interesting. I mean, if you say so. Yeah, well, not so much. I know that he likes incense. Well, was this AI'd? Well, I mean, if it was AI'd, it's not in the game anymore, I suppose. Anyway. But from that point, I don't know anymore. You'll have to ask him. I try, but he never responds to me. Maybe because he doesn't have a particular taste. Besides, if it's a present that comes from you, I don't think he'll have problems. Knowing him, he'll accept with, accept with gusto, but obviously he'll be delighted to accept. You think? You think so? Yeah, why would I lie to you?
Right? Oh, so Lothar. Ooh, that's a really good character. Very good. Okay, I see you. You have taste. Yeah, I see you. My favorite is Keith and Shiro, but no, I see you. I see you right there. All right.
I thought it was one name. I thought you were saying that his full name was Keith and Shiro. Okay, no, Keith and Shiro. Got it.
Yeah.
Understood. Okay. All right. As we that Shiro from the Ghost Girl was what Shino from the Ghost Girl was originally called Shiro. Ah, well, I guess. Well, I mean, is Shiro in Voltron a masked individual by any chance? Okay, no. Okay, no response.
Wait, what? Huh?
Is Shiro from Voltron a masked individual by any chance?
What does that mean?
Does he wear a mask?
No. Well,
okay, fair enough.
Well, I mean, he wears a helmet and wears like armor gear, and like rides on a black machinery lion. If that makes sense.
I mean, yeah. I was just wondering because remember Shino from Ghost Girl, has like that one mask in the corner that he never uses. Apart from apparently it's meant to help him see ghosts or something. And he just wears that to school all the time for some reason. But anyway, whatever you buy or do, he'll like it. Come on, I'll help you. I'll help you find the right present. Oh, so I guess now you're convinced. A second ago you were like, oh, just do it yourself, and like, come on, I'll help you now. All right. I'm getting a feeling for what these characters are all about, but also not at the same time. This is not the creator's first video, so I assume these are already existing people with existing dynamics that I'm just not aware of. I hope so. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if the creator knows this, but you can actually switch flip the characters around. So if you want the characters to talk to each other, you can actually invert them. So that they are facing each other, and it's not just a case of like, I don't know what's going on. I can't think of a present to buy for poor Kuro. Oh my goodness, my edginess. Yeah, it's not. You don't have to do that necessarily. That might be a deliberate choice, but I think it's a case of they are facing that way by default, and you have to switch them over. So I don't know. It's interesting how they're facing to the right. But, yeah.
So invested in my Voltron chat, I missed the story's plot.
Well, so far, all we've got is that Shiro wants to buy Kuro a present, and has convinced Yukina to go along with him, and that's it, basically. They're mixing up Shino and Jake. Oh, okay. It's yours. Oh, I see. Fair enough. He became a scientist. So I remember the scientist was this existing being Felix. So yeah, fair enough. All right then. How like this is fictional illness that reaches from unrequited love. Yep, flowers grow in the face to ascend that's a great love because a darker concept in fan fiction. Yeah, I remember the ones that I got shown were the ones where people like vomited flowers from inside them rather than growing on the outside. But I mean that also makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, the flowers on the face seems like the benign version, let's say, where you could probably. Where you can probably still, survive. Whereas if it comes from within, it's like, yeah, all that. People lose blood at the same time. So I think that's why like the whole death part comes from the inside. Anyways, you mentioned Ghost Girl. I don't know what that is. So I thought of Ghost Stories. Oh, very different. The Ghost Girl and Ghost Stories are very different things. Ghost Girl is I believe Ghost Kitty's first Gacha series. I think it was the first one. So yeah, that one is, and that's how we that's one with actually got the showed when we originally met, and actually also takes a lot of inspiration from, I guess, from myself and from other people, because like I am actually a character in that series, as well as Felix exists in that one, and Mrs. Dysart as well, and other stuff. So yeah.
Also, can you tell me I love your laugh? Really? Thank you. You're just... I actually
used people make fun of it, but yes.
No, like what's funny is that like actually earlier today, because there's just like a ice bucket challenge thing going on. I don't know if you've seen that or not. I got nominated.
I've heard of the ice bucket challenge.
Yeah, so
I mean that was a thing from like 15 years ago. It's been around for a while.
Well, so this one is kind of similar for like the ASL challenge, but it's for like a different like charity. I think if I remember correctly. I don't know. It's been a while since I looked into it, but I got nominated.
Which one was ALS? ASL is American Sign Language.
My brain doesn't work today, Jacob. Please excuse me.
We've gone from finding out that a game is a week old to finding out that a challenge is 15 years old. We're getting worse now.
Anyway, so one of my siblings nominated me, so we decided. So, but she needed my help, so I was like, okay, Bill, and basically, did the thing, like, poured the ice water on her, and then and she's like, I'm going to help you today. I was like, why can't we just do it the next day? Wait, no. So I have to do it today. And I, of course, like, nominated 3 people as well. And she wanted revenge. All right? She just, like, slam dunked the ice water on me. And all I could do was hold it in this, like, fetal position standing up. Because how
Yeah,
cold
makes
it
sense.
was. I just,
Fair enough.
oh god,
I thought you were going to say that you won the nominations, and that was why.
Exactly. So it was freezing cold, so that kind of woke me up, but I still feel,
What is thy desire, and revenge you shall have. I bestow upon thee an ice bucket. Anyway, I lost the topic of this by now. Yeah, fair enough. Let's get back to the video.
Yeah, we should.
Okay, this I have to ask about because I have not worked out so far how to just get the images like that without Oh, actually, wait, no, I kind of have. There's a way because you can screenshot them from like inside, like when you select backgrounds, but from the visual novels themselves, I have not worked out as of yet how to get rid of the dialogue box. Like, it's just like that, like it just normally will present like having like blank white by default. I have not worked that out yet. If someone knows how to do that, please let me know.
Oh, I forgot. The whole
Anyway,
point of that
watch.
story, basically, I found out she and I have the same screams when it comes to cold water.
Ah, okay, fair enough then.
There. Oh, God.
The one thing I'll never forget is the sound of their screams. I scream. You scream. We all scream. From the terrible coldness of the ice bucket challenge.
Not that clown! I'm going to murder it with my explosives!
You're several years too late. I've already been pumped until I died. Oh my goodness.
Do you know what? Hey, Jokos! I challenge you to do the Ice Bucket Challenge!
Oh, okay. I'm not sure my fabric is good for that, but we'll see. I don't know. I generally have no idea what happens if this thing gets wet. Anyway.
You can just make, like, paper, like, ice or whatever, pretend that's the ice water.
That's true. That's true. Even though the background still feels empty. Yeah, well, at least you managed to find a way to empty the background. Again, if someone knows how to get rid of the dialogue box when, like they've done here, please let me know. This could have been edited in post, so that might not be a feature, but I'm guessing that it is a feature that I just have not discovered yet. Anyway, so many things to choose. What do you recommend? Ah, and now we get the choices. This one I have not found much use of as of yet because, of course, everything is video-based. So, okay, so the choices are scented candles and lavender incense. So again, we're going with the theme of fragrances. Yeah. Oh. Chuckles, you're a mediocre clown at best. Yeah.
Wait, I remember something like this. Oh god, okay.
Was that an arrow? That was an arrow. We go with Dora the Explorer type of things now. Dora the Explorer visual. This is how we make the Dora and Zelda crossover.
Oh my god!
Now we have a reason. Okay.
Oh my god.
Gacha backgrounds with avatar characters looks off to me. That's probably because you're used to seeing them with gacha characters, because obviously this type of background, you know, like given that gacha has been in the chibi style for years anyway. Chibi is already an anime style in the first place, or manga style, really, I should say. So you know, it's probably gonna take a bit of time of readjustment, but you know, it technically doesn't, you know, what.
I accidentally.
Oh no! Please tell me you filmed the next episode. Otherwise, Bakugo is.
Don't worry. It can be snapback. It can be snapback.
Okay, I was gonna say, everyone, Bakugo's in the hospital. Ah, my legs, my effing legs.
To be honest, like spoiler. Well, not like it's not a major spoiler, but like the spoiler for like the cheeseburger episode is going to be D&D based. So if anything, I can literally say like he got his like broken apart.
I guess, yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Now imagining that Bakugo threatens the vendor and has to roll for initiative. Okay. For 2018, veteran eyes are crying. Well, I mean, from 2018, if you're there for the Gacha Studio era, then depending on how well in 2018 this was, yeah. To quote Michael Scott, "No God, please." I need that. I'd pay for the Dora Zelda crossover. Well, maybe I'll make it available early on members. We'll see. We'll talk about. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about it sometime this week.
Yeah. All right. Not a bad idea, you know, to vary up his tastes. It's very fitting that this reminds you of Dora the Explorer, given that they're all speaking in Spanish. Anyway, come on, let's go look for some. But you're not even sure if they sell them here? I mean, I assume they will, because most malls will sell them, but anyway, we'll see.
Imagine that's the crossover, like, where it's like Dora speaking Spanish, and like all the Zelda characters are like, huh? What are you saying? What are you saying? We do not speak your ancient language!
And meanwhile, the reverse of that, what are these signs? Can you read the signs? Anyway. Yeah, also, this background here, one thing I'll say, it looks like the mannequin is just standing at the door as a bouncer, just, you know, like preventing anyone from entering it. But yeah, aside from that, interesting, it seems to be that this part's been replicated. I don't know. This was an interesting one. I do know that there are AIs out there that will expand images for you, will like broaden them out a little bit, and, you know, kind of like generate like extra like borders or something, or, you know, aside from what's already there. So that would explain the replication, but maybe it is just a case of, you know, this grocery store end up, you know, expanding across the escalator, which is an interesting formation in this mall. But anyway, Gacha Studio was pretty tame to me. By joining people use Gachaverse more. Fair enough. Oh. I joined at the tail end of Gachaverse existing. I published my first Gachaverse video to surprise the people who introduced me to Gacha in the first place. And the first note that I got was, why are you using Gachaverse? You know that Gacha Life came out last week. I was like, what? No, I didn't. I just joined this like community. How am I supposed to know? So I missed out on a game by a week some time before. So I guess I guess in hindsight, I understand where you're coming from, KW.
Yeah, I joined the Gacha during whatever Bonds start making Secrets of Plex. There you go.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did say that that started as like as a role play, but and then it became the scripted form of it. Yeah, fair enough. I joined a Gacha Studio. Hashtag OG. Yeah, fair enough. That's why you remember Gacha memories, I suppose. You know, if I'd known that joining the First Angels Foundation route back then would lead to this, I probably still would have joined it. Yeah, there you go.
I converted her. Exactly. And then I've been unconverted. I no longer use it. Well, I kind of am still using Gacha stuff, but not like making Gacha stuff.
That is true. I mean, we used it for PNG tubers after you stopped using the app. So, you know, that was something there. Yeah. Which incidentally, I did consider when this came out. Next campaign that we do, should we actually use like this version of PNG tubers? because honestly, you might be able to like recreate a visual novel, but like but they'll just have the visual novel style with the PNGs because they kind of work the same way as when we talk over them. That would be an interesting idea behind that. But yeah, again, list of plans. Then we talked about Gacha Club came out. I thought everyone had crazy mods with this coming out. And you weren't at all suspicious they all said Gacha Club in the title. Fair enough. All right. Okay. I never tried this for a photo, by the way. I've only ever seen that for like vector images. But then again, that's because that's kind of all that I actually search up anyway. So
like
anyway.
Someone was asking me like, "Yo, why you could play AI?" Because we were talking something about AI. I'm like, "Why are you complaining about AI art and stuff like that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, well, because I lost my job to AI." And then they just went dead silent, being like, "You know what? That's very valid." And that's just the end of the conversation because they're trying to say AI art is not that bad, guys. AI art is not that bad. It's not stealing. It's not stealing stuff like that. It's not stealing people's jobs or anything like that. And I'm like, well, I just want my job.
If I recall, you lost your job because of like AI text generation or suspicion of it, rather than art itself. If I recall the story.
Right, I reviewed a book.
But hey, they didn't need to have that context, I suppose.
Yeah, no, literally, you don't need that context because literally, everyone's like, I run this through some AI test and it came with 70% AI, and I'm like, this is why I hate AI. This is why I hate AI. This is why I hate AI so much. Because I literally lost my job because of it. Even though they said they resolved it.
I do remember that when I once got in trouble like very briefly in school because they thought that I had plagiarized there's like a project that said, because it said like you have to put this in your own words, like people have seen my stage directions or whatever, like they know that I have a very flowery vocabulary, I suppose, not flowery in the sense of like obscene, but the other meaning of it.
Right.
So yeah, like one of my teachers actually generally said to me, like, we've got to put this in your own words. Like, I did. Here's the thing: teachers could like run things through plagiarism filters. That's similar to the AI filters you see today. A similar idea, but probably more reliable, I would say. They didn't do that for my one, so it's like run next time. Don't. That is exactly what happened. So my grade was changed. So that one had a happy resolution.
God.
But yeah,
I
do wonder what that's. I don't know what that was like now because I'm not in charge of grading any students, so I never actually have to deal with AI filters of any kind. But I imagine a lot of them try to slip things by. Well, I say that I don't have to imagine because I've had them like write stuff in class and I've seen them using ChatGPT. It's like the whole point is you're supposed to be coming up with the story yourself. Don't generate it. That's not. Why would I assess that? What does that teach you exactly? Anyway. When Gacha Life 2 came out, I was like, is this a mod for Gacha Life? Because it said Gacha Life 2 review. Oh, you mean, I was don't make videos like Gacha Club and Gacha. So you used to make videos like Gacha Club, Gacha Life. No one told me. Well, I mean, yeah, that's the Gacha Life 2. It takes longer to make a video in Gacha Life 2 than it did than it does for Gacha Story. That's why I was anticipating more visuals would come out in the first week than this one, and I guess a trailer. That's why I'm surprised about this result. Because Gacha Life 2, yeah, I will say this, that was, the first 2 weeks of that game being out were intense. For me specifically, because I was trying to get people above out, and my two, co-producers bailed on me when they saw what the app was like. So, I kind of had to pick up the slack for the most part.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That's what happened. Well, I mean, you remember you watched People Above when it came out. Like you saw that there were bits where it was like clearly I was like, I need to get this out. I had other ideas. Like, I was gonna have like establishing shots like market stands and things like that I could have had. If I'd had time with other people, I would have been able to dedicate some time to that. But anyway, yeah.
Also, I'm just showing my.
Oh no, it's okay. I mean, one of them returned and the other one I sabotaged. So I won in the end. Anyway,
my goal is fixed. Woo.
Fantastic. All right.
Anyways,
Shira, Yeah, Shira, we agreed to buy one single present, which no, you didn't. By the way, that was never established. Why did you buy the candles and the incenses? Does that
Because why
kind of
not?
negate the multiple choice that we just had before? I know that in video form that doesn't make sense, but why, like, if this is made to be, like, playable, you know, in Gacha Story, if I assume you're going to be able to publish this as, like, an actual visual novel inside the story, you know, that kind of negates the choice. I couldn't help it! It's better to buy both presents than buy one and have him disappointed.
What?
Yeah, so, you know, to avoid disappointment, he bought both presents. Like, you know, if you don't like one of them, here's the other, basically. Anyway, you need to calm down. As I told you before, Kuro will accept any present that you give him. Or anything you give him. I know, but I can't help thinking that if something goes wrong and if he gets mad with me. Trust me, I know that won't happen. This is the same conversation they had in the previous scene. We don't need this again. If anything, maybe skip that from the previous scene and have it here, you know, when that anxiety, like, hits more significantly. You know, if this obviously is, like, very reminiscent of My Street Season 1, Episode 5, where Kawaii-chan wants to get a present for Reese, and so she enlists the help of Aphmau to get to tell her to pick something.
Right.
And then eventually gets swindled out of her money, and we never actually see the present she buys him in the first anyway, but whatever. Whole other thing. Well, if you have everything ready, we've got to go back. He must be waiting for us to have lunch or to eat. We're back.
Guess who's back? Back again. Okay.
Kuro's back.
What? No,
See
okay.
his edge. Yeah.
Okay, so Kuro, if I remember right, means black in Japanese. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's okay, but that's not necessarily the point.
Maybe it's a nickname.
Prism. Agree or disagree that this guy looks like Keith if he wasn't wearing any colors of red?
He looks like Ivan with his red eyes and black hair. Looks like Ivan from My Streets.
Oh God.
So I'm gonna give him Ivan's voice. Just in time. I just finished having lunch. Oh, sorry, not having lunch. I read the wrong. I just finished cooking.
Prism agrees. Let's go.
All right. My Street. Who's Joe? Like I mentioned, My Street. You're clearly new on this channel. You are very clearly a new person on this channel.
Jacob is a huge fan of my stream. He introduced me to my stream, so now I am a my stream nerd because of him. So I should play him for my liking of my stream.
You're not the only person that's happened to. Anyway, yeah, Aphmau's my favorite YouTuber of all time. Or at least, like, you know, historically speaking. Anyway, probably not so much anymore, but yeah, like at the time. Anyway,
Plus, he has
Shira brought something for you. I'm going to my room! Okay, I definitely can tell now that this character does not know how to change, like, how to flip them over, because there's no way that Shiro would have his back to everyone as he's talking to them. And also, there's no, like, you know, change in, like, formation. One thing you can do in Gacha Story, by the way, is that if you go into where it says set scene, if you go into there, you can actually, you can actually, what was I going to say? Forgot now. So you can actually move the characters over, like, so you can actually, so you can either shrink them down to the background or just like shuffle them so they're closer to each other. So I've been playing around with that too. That's another option aside from just the regular like flipping over, which we can do in the regular character scene part rather than just in the set scene. Oh, you came with the Oh, okay. Then you're very new. Okay, fair enough then. Yes. So yeah, huge Aphmau fan. Yeah. Historically speaking, at least.
Also, he has beef with Aphmau because Aphmau didn't talk in a Minecraft movie.
Yeah, no, okay, so no, I don't have beef with Aphmau necessarily because that wasn't her decision.
Well,
she
yeah,
announced she was going to be in the Minecraft. She actually was going to be in a Minecraft movie, but but she didn't. But so I watched it in Spanish because I mean I'm in Spain currently. So there was an option to see it in the original version, but I chose the Spanish one because I was curious what Aphmau would sound like in Spanish, and she doesn't have lines. So that was it. That was entirely my fault for not looking into like the movie at all. Like, I didn't watch a single trailer. The ones we everyone was complaining about, yeah, no, I did. I skipped those entirely. I knew I was going to see this eventually anyway. So yeah, I went in like as blind as I possibly could, aside from like the community post that Aphmau put in. And yeah, I saw her in the movie. I saw she was right there. You know, she was right behind Garrett in a lot of in the storage unit scene. And yeah, didn't have any lines. So yeah, well. So she was in the movie, just silently, alongside several other YouTubers in that exact same scene.
Also, person said something. Of course, I have to say it. Chicken jockey.
Yeah, fair enough. Lava chicken. Yeah, that one is surprising. I'm wondering actually, 'cause I know that Jack Black has a gaming channel, Jablinski Games. I don't watch Jablinski Games, but I'm wondering if that was like an improvised song he did while playing Minecraft at some point. That's why they put it in the movie. I don't know. Maybe
wait. I'm sorry.
Look, that's just a theory. I don't know if that's the case at all.
Wait, no. Your Jack Black has a YouTube channel?
Yeah, Jablinski Games.
Jacob.
So technically speaking, there was a YouTuber that was in the movie consistently that had lines. Technically speaking.
I feel ashamed since I am a Jack Black fan. I am ashamed of myself.
Well, now you know. Again, KW receiving news years late, I suppose. Theme of the day.
Shut up, okay? I'm trying my best here.
Okay. All right,
guys, I'm getting bullied. Hashtag protect KW here, guys. Come on.
Yeah, it has been a while. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a number of years. Yeah. I need to check. I don't know if he even played Minecraft on it. I just remember the channel existed. But yeah, the more you know. Okay. That was strange. Sure wanted to give you a friendship present for you. Well, sorry, he wanted to give you a friendship present for you. Okay, sure, we'll have both of those in there.
It was based 6 years ago. Oh, I could have subscribed to his channel 6 years ago. Guys, why?
I know it's been that long, but yeah, it's been a while.
Guys!
Oh my goodness.
Dishonor on you! Dishonor on your cow! Dishonor on this Gacha review!
Dishonor. Also, yeah, exactly. Doesn't that kind of sound the kind of thing someone would come up with while doing a let's play? It has that feel to it, and quite frankly, it sounds like the Birch song that KW did. So again, that was also in Minecraft.
Seems like the chicken, yes, it's yes. Beep!
Yeah. So can you? Yeah, I'm just. I'm now picturing it if KW had been in the movie, that would the Birch song would have definitely made it in. Yeah.
I love Birch. Give me Birch. I love Birch. Give me Birch. I love Birch. Give me Birch.
Okay, so everyone who is on Jablinski Games right now, can you please tell me if he has Minecraft videos? Because that's where again, theory time. Anyway, yeah. So he wanted to give you a friendship present for you, but he got nervous at the last second.
I don't see anything Minecraft related.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it wasn't. I guess it wasn't from Jablinski after all. Fair enough then. Friendship present for you on Earth in one condition. Yeah. No matter what language it's in, Gacha was always have bad grammar. It's just the rule of life. Better go to him. I'm sure he's getting getting sad now. And suddenly Johnny Guess wrote this. Okay. Lucinda, I mean Shiro, can I talk to you? Of course. I want to know what presents you bought for me. Okay, the way that he says that, like, again, you have limited poses because of the outfits in Gacha, so he's kind of like restricted to that in general. Like, the face is also very limited. That's like the major issue with the game at the moment. But like, just the way it was like, I want to know what you bought for me. Tell me now.
Where is she? Rachel!
Where are the presents?
Oh my god! Oh god, that scared me. What the no, I cannot swear, cannot swear, cannot swear, cannot swear, cannot swear, cannot swear. Cannot swear, cannot swear, cannot swear. Oh, cannot swear, cannot swear, cannot swear. La 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 la. I cannot swear. La 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 la. I'm saying lots of words because why not? Because it's just I cannot say any swear words because this place is very PG. If I even say a swear word, I must pay him $5 bills.
There you go. See, this is what I mean by improvised songs. Lava Chicken had that feel to it, but anyway. Bon is dancing, fair enough. All right. I have returned to feel emotion. Okay. All right. They're not good at all. They're just some simple scented candles and more incense. Cheap presents and nothing special. Show me. Show me right now. There you go. Oh, okay. So they are going back into gacha form. Okay. I guess this visual. By the way, another thing you can't import right now is props. There are props in Gacha Story, but I'm guessing that candles are not one of them.
Gotcha.
I love this real gacha. Yeah. It's been for years. It has not posted for a year. Ah, well, there you go.
Doesn't matter. I can still subscribe to him, but his #1 fan.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, I am not actually that crazy. Okay, I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, fair. Real gacha. I miss you. It's been a day since the last gacha review, but anyway. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to actually read the text. I've been so busy with. Okay, here we go. All right. Incense and scented candles. What I like.
Oh god. Like, can you try to say this?
Lucky for me, that's what I like. That's what I like.
No, 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 no.
I know I just did an Ivan song, but I deliberately did not sing it in his voice. Oh god, I don't like that. No.
I was just gonna say, can you try to say this in Spanish as the character?
Oh sure. Inciensos y velas aromáticas. Lo que me gusta. Lucinda. Yeah, you go.
No,
yeah.
okay. I hate that it's actually sounds better in Spanish, and I hate it. I actually like the voice too in Spanish.
Ivan's voice is definitely an acquired taste, but it has like the feeling of because I think there are a lot of characters, especially Latin American ones, that have the gravelly sound in their voice like this. So it translates very well to Spanish. Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás, Sara? You know, that kind of thing.
Boots, hello, hi, hello, my cat crush.
Mm-hmm. If you like Spanish, Jacob will remember this. Ay, Sara, me acordaré de esto. This action will have consequences.
I like those consequences.
See, again, remember what I said before? I was planning. What if I actually made a D&D character that would have a flustering voice for Gary? I was considering doing that voice with that accent. This is what he was going to sound like. I had nothing before this character beyond this voice, but I would have thought of something eventually. So yeah, Pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, see? There you go. It would have worked. It would have worked.
I hate this actually works on me like way more than like Astarion's voice. No, like Astarion, I'm sorry, I love your voice, but Jacob doing the Puss in Boots voice or like doing that. You know what? Go.
Next time we're on Baldur's Gate, I have to remember to do this voice and I'm gonna read Astarion's lines in that voice and see what happens.
Oh God!
You wish to talk about our relationship. Well, what is there to say?
Can I kiss you?
Anyway. Of course, my flower. Anyway.
Anyway. Woo!
Do it in Spanish. Okay, all right.
Oh,
I didn't realize that there's the Kellengoff voiced Ivan. Yeah, yes, yeah, he did.
Trust me. I would never like watch. I can't remember. I was watching something that has to do with Ivan, and I was looking. I'm like, why does he sound so familiar? And I saw it said Kellengoff. I was like, and I don't know if I DM or went to his live stream or whatever. I just went, Jacob, you're telling me Kellengoff is Ivan?
See, I have the opposite reaction to a lot of people. You know how particularly there's a thing with like Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, because Takada 101, whenever he talks about that series, he always mentions like the people who did like every single voice that in existence in that show, and there's so many different cameos and different people, and he mentions like, oh yeah, the person who kind of plays Einzengeld does like this voice and blah 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 blah, and here's the thing, like, I have the opposite reaction of people when I hear that, was the case of like, oh, this is that person from this thing watching this on this internet video. I have the opposite where it's like, this is that person from that internet thing that I've watched in this show now. So essentially, like, when I found out that Kellengoff was in like Five Nights at Freddy's, for example, I was like, oh, hey, that's Casey/Ivan. That was my reaction. So I had the, so that's why I don't think about it in that situation, because it was the opposite reaction. I'm going to say it's Prosy D, better known as Kai from My Street. And nothing else, obviously. I was told Kaiba that Kid was cheating on him with a vampire egg hairstyle. I mean, honestly, that voice is kind of similar to Kaiba, so yeah, that's fair.
Maybe that's why.
Although I can confirm that's not how Kaiba sounds in Spanish, unfortunately, but there you go.
Oh, maybe that's why I like Kaiba's voice because it reminds me of Puss in Boots just a bit.
I mean, yes, of course, it is the voice of Puss in Boots. Like, yeah, I think that is kind of where a lot of the Latin American gravelly accents come from Antonio Banderas specifically. Yeah, I think that's basically it.
I feel like it's actually getting hot in this room. Please stop.
a cat, KW. Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I love cats. I have read some, like, 1 or 2 books of the book series Cat Warrior Cats, and I like Puss in Boots a lot. He's like my favorite character in the Shrek series, and I don't know if I actually did or not, but I probably did make a cat character for Puss in Boots before King Sophos came into the picture.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I think the cat characters have some leeway to them. Obviously, Necromeme is a little bit different, but it still has the same DNA, kind of, when you really think about it.
Okay,
Another character that's got to come back at some point.
Best movie ever. For me, I would argue Sonic 3 is like the best movie ever, but you know what? I will say Puss in Boots 2 is second close.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know what I would say. Every time I say something is the best thing ever, I forget that something else exists on top of that, and I'm like, oh, I should have said that thing. So yeah, right. I'm not gonna. I can't weigh in on this one. It's just, I say it as my character who is mainly faces, but I like his voice. Oh yeah, God, what did Tokuyami sound like again? Was it something like this? I think it was something like this.
I cannot, honestly. I don't know.
No, I forgot. You know what? I'm looking this up. Tokoyami. Let's see. Okami versus Orphan. Okay, yeah, never mind. Tokai was stronger than Orphan. What? Okay, I'm getting spoilers. Never mind. I'll do it later.
Wait, what? No, he's not. Wait,
No, that's just the title of a video. That's just yeah.
Oh.
That's probably a
Oh.
clickbait thing. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Another character. Which other character?
It better not be Dobby, because I swear, if you make Dobby do a Dobby voice, I will murder you.
Well, that was literally how I started, so...
No.
This is where the whole thing came from. Like, all the way back from the beginning, yeah. Oh, I don't know who this is, so never mind.
Mr. Caprice. Really?
Yeah,
Mr. Caprice?
Maybe I haven't got that far. I don't know.
No, he's formerly famous from like the very, very beginning.
Oh, okay. All right. I haven't seen any of the movies, so that's why. All right, fair enough then.
He's the guy who like throws at things at like people or objects and they turn into like blue orbs. He's the one who captured Bakugo. And
that makes sense to anyone who has watched the movies, and yeah.
Anyway. It's in the series!
Oh, okay. I thought you said movie villains. I thought, okay, it was the exclusive.
No, it's in series. Yeah, that guy.
Okay. Yeah, I had to rewatch it because I was watching it years ago with Shorty and Quadzy and such, and then you know, gradually over time they stopped like showing up to Discord overall, so I didn't get past episode 1 of season 4. So yeah, and that was like years ago. So if you showed up before that point, then
I'll show you at least a picture of him so you can get an idea who we're talking about.
Okay, fair enough. It's in season 3, I think. Okay, well then yeah. Then I must have seen him at some point and just forgotten about him. Fair enough, then. Anyways, back to this. Besides, you bought lavender, my favorites. Muchas gracias, Shiro. I don't think I have to translate that one. People must understand that. All right. Oh, okay, there we go. You really liked them? See. I was becoming Pika Juan from the Devil Artemis universe. Aside from... Wait, whoa, hold on. Wait a second. Aside from this, did you know that I love apples? Yes, I'm changing his voice to gravelly Latin American now. All right. What? I was flustered. The Shorty Quasi with a Darby Shigaraki impression, while the Shorty Quasi was shopping. Yeah, I think that was Quasi with Shigaraki specifically, because I mean I was thinking back to the scene which I do remember of Shigaraki, you know, in the shopping center with Deku. So you know, I think I was like harkening back to that. That was the scene where I realized he had to like use all of his fingers in order to actually, you know, decay someone. Because I was like, wait a minute, shouldn't he be like, oh right, okay, finger lifted, got it. Anyway. Well, I'm going to test my presents. Yeah, don't burn them all at once, Kuro. That's a huge waste. Anyway. Okay, listening. They're so cute. Okay, that was it, apparently. I think. And once again, quote-unquote, real gacha at the end. Oh, okay, this is meant to be an end screen, I think. That's why it's like there's nothing showing up. Like, thanks for watching. Got it. Okay. Well, that was, again, one of actual substance. I mean, I definitely think that the scenes were somewhat repetitive, which, you know, you probably don't want when it's a case of, like, that's the only thing that you can actually kind of latch onto is the story. Well, not the only thing, but to some degree. Clearly, the outro is crazy. Haha. Okay. Clearly, there's still a few things to work out in terms of, you know, Gacha Story itself, you know, make sure to flip the characters, probably saying the scene as well, because, you know, if you want to, like, make the characters approach or something, then you can certainly do that. Give or take, maybe, like, importing the candles in post if you can't do that beforehand. But, yeah, again, if you're, like, just... I like how people are, you know, trying to use as much of, like, the app itself before going to post-production, aside from maybe the use of, you know, like the establishing background shots, which I'm now suspecting, since we saw the, again, real gacha, towards the middle.
Yeah.
I'm suspecting that was just screenshots of the establishing shots rather than an actual thing from the app itself.
Yeah.
Again, if that is a feature, please someone teach me how to do that, because I very much would like to learn that, because I can't find that anywhere. But if it's not, then there's always post-production for that. So, it's not, a huge deal, the other day to take an extra screenshot. Obviously, the X in the corner is going to show up no matter what. So, not like we're going to get too many things in terms of like camera angles or such. Unless the X, then the X would stay still. Okay, plans for later. Whatever.
Yeah, it was like a not bad like story or anything like that. It could have been a little bit better, but like honestly, it was not that bad. It was really interesting and fun and also quirky.
Yeah.
I don't have any complaints besides Jacob doing the voice. Yeah, that's the only thing. But yeah.
All the complaints are aimed towards me, not towards the video. It's getting hot in here. I will take off my shoes. Wait, the floor is cold. I will put my shoes back on. Did not think this one through.
That's how red I am, guys. That's how red I am.
Oh my goodness. There was something else I was going to say and I forgot what it was now.
Sorry.
No, don't worry about it. People got the idea, I think. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So yeah, maybe this will be honestly, I didn't look in the description of this if there was like a link to actually, like import this, because you can import stories into Gacha Story to play them. I also think you can't edit them, so that's one thing to bear in mind in case you in case you're making a story collaboratively together. You're gonna end up with somebody demanding like several things. Oh, okay, no, there is an import, by the way. All right, it was in a pinned comment, not in the description. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put the link in case anyone wants to, I guess, play this for themselves. Oh, now I remember what I was gonna say. I would love to know more about these characters, because I don't know if these are like pre-established people. I think they are. Yeah. I'm just like scrolling through the channel. I don't recognize any of the characters like from in the other ones. So yeah. There's one where Yukina turns to a boy apparently.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Yukina being a boy in Star Mew. I don't know what Star Mew is, but I guess that's something else. So there's this clear like somewhat varied channel in terms of like making stuff with real gacha, with Star Mew, I guess, with other and it seems has played some 3D like mobile game type of deals. So scapegoat guide, difficult event. Okay, well, okay, interesting thing here. So clearly there's that not limited to one thing, which makes sense as to why this person would want to explore Gacha Story. So again, I hope it's not just restricted to people who've already tried like other games and like more open to them. Because I mean, I'm hoping that, because I mean, obviously with Gacha, it's like a lot of people's like starting point, which means that at some point it will be like everyone's like only source, to some degree. So I'm hoping that going forward from this week onwards, as we're again more people, I hope start to like have things emerge, and we're gonna get the thing where we can actually see like the featured list on Gacha Story and play other visual novels. And I want to make a video at some point playing through maybe like the first week of featured ones. So this will be like a regular thing in Gacha Story, and I'll find a way to like hook up my phone so we can play them through at the same time and such.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So again, there's a lot that's happening. I'm still excited for this, and I hope that doesn't die down for everyone else, because the fact this has been, a week, and this is all that there is to show for, aside from tutorials, it's not a good sign, but I'm hoping that things improve from here. Maybe now the controversy for the AI stuff has been settled and whatnot, so, just me setting up the summoning skull for Kaiba.
No!
Innocent. Elijo al dragón azul con ojos blancos. I don't know. In case anyone doesn't know, I said I draw the blue eyes white dragon. Wait, no, I said it wrong. I said white eyes blue dragon. I meant to reverse that. Dragón blanco de ojos azules. There we go. Better.
Okay, no, come on, see it. Yep, leave it like this because you're vampires. Yep, go. Bye.
And on that note, until next time, farewell.
Bye.
Adios.